but there's most certainly light at the end of the tunnel with you guys having the Sun card here. That's good beyond good. Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your December soul session. I'm Princess India. If you're new, if you're family, welcome back, my friend. Whatnot, or whichever. If you are not familiar with what my soul sessions are, these cards are really acting funny. My spirituality and personal development readings, where we look at the energies that you guys may encounter for this particular month. And we do this for the purpose of giving you some clarity as well as some guidance in reference to said situations and energies and whatnot, or whatever. So we're going to go ahead and jump into you guys' cards and see what is going on with my Cancerians for the month of December. So we have our central energy, a challenge, a past influence, future possibilities. Keep still, jeez. Above energy and a below energy. And we're going to go ahead and start out with what's at the bottom of you guys' deck. Well, hello there, Cancer. We have the Sun card, and that is Leo energy. So, Cancer, the month of December for you guys is going to have a great deal to do with you guys going in the direction of your truth. I would say, even though this is your undergirding energy, it's a little bit of past energy I'm picking up on. I feel in the month of November, you guys have really been in a place of trying to get clear of where it is that you want to go or what you want to do moving forward. And I feel that this is interesting. It's a sense of a proverbial death that I feel with you guys is more or less coming to this conclusion that what you guys have been doing or being involved with up to this point, it's not in alignment with your highest truth. And I feel you guys are open and ready to go on a proverbial journey or quest, if you will, in the direction of what is your truth, either finding that out or making changes in your life that are going into the direction of that. If we were to look at this as like an inner thing, like an inner state that you guys are trying to achieve, it's learning the skill set of self-compassion and vulnerability. So it's more or less wanting to be more open, because of course that is the basis and the foundation of living your truth and what's not told. So anywho, central energy. Oh, we have the 10 of coins. Go ahead. That's challenged by strength in the reverse. That's 2 Leo energies. Maybe y'all are Cancer Leo cusps. That could totally be what that is, because that's 2 Leo cards. We have the strength and the reverse. We have our, the past influence is the Hierophant in the reverse, and that's Taurus energy. So yeah, that's pretty much what it is that I was feeling, Cancer, coming out of November, coming into December. It's more or less breaking away from old conditionings, if you will. And I'm thinking about something. I don't remember what it is, and I'm not going to take time trying to remember. But anyway, it's breaking out of old conditionings and things that are not in alignment with your core values. So pretty much the basis of who it is that we are. And I spoke about a lot of this in the Aries reading. Wow. Everyone before y'all. I spoke about a lot of this in Aries reading, in Taurus, as well as Gemini. So even if you don't have those in your chart, I would still specifically Taurus, with Taurus energy being here, because I really feel like a lot of people could benefit from the Taurus reading. I would really suggest to watch those just to get some more insight into this. But in those, I spoke a great deal or at length about your value system and your truth, and just this huge transition that a lot of us are going into. It's more or less, there is a huge karmic cycle that wrapped up up to this year for a lot of people. I think the final nail in the coffin was honestly the ending of September, of where it's just kind of like a done deal looking back, like I don't want to have anything to do with that, or learning a lot of lessons about your life in reference to prior to September in this year, and going back to 2019, 2018, all the way back as far as 2016 and whatnot. But it's more or less you guys coming to a place where you realized the people, situation, the circumstances in your life that were rather oppressive, right? and that have been preventing you from really being happy and fulfilled in your life. So it's more or less like I was saying with the Sun card, coming into December, the main concern for you guys is this 10 of Pentacles, and not necessarily a financial thing. For some of you guys, it could be wanting to increase your finances. It could be wanting to, build a nice little nest egg or an inheritance for your little Kindler and things of the sort. But I really see this more in an energetic sense of the emotional state, like the stability and the security that such things as having a nest egg or an inheritance for your children and things of the sort, the internal state that having those possessions would bring a person, right? And it's all speaking to stability and security. So I feel like what it is that Cancer is coming into this realization of is wherever you guys were, what you were working towards or what you were building your life upon wasn't offering you a sense of stability and security, whether we mean like literally in the external world or just you within yourself. So the challenge this month with the Strength card in the reverse is really about you guys taming your proverbial beast. And what do we mean by that? When we talk about taming your proverbial beast, we're really talking about transcending from a lower vibrational or just from a human form of living. So like I said, with the Hierophant, your past conditioning or the should, ought, supposed to's of society or your family, or all of the things that other people said that you should be. So it's more or less transcending from that into your higher self. Because with it being in the reverse, what that's saying to me, in accordance with this, this Hierophant as well, is more or less Cancer having like an awakening, if you will. It's like, and I call this a lot of times, like it's a facet of one of my theories. I call it the death of the superhero. And the superhero is pretty much your parents, right? So it's when we come to a place in our lives. For some people, it's like in high school. For other people, it's like, college. For some people, it's later on in your adult years. But it's when you wake up one day and you realize that the narrative or the plan that your parents gave you for your life, how they told you that the world was, or how people would respond to you, or what the definition of success is, what the definition of happiness is, what you should believe spiritually or what have you. It's when you work that system, which reminds me of Aquarius's reading. It's like when you work that program, you work that system. And that's exactly kind of like how I was with Pisces too. You work that program, you work that system, and you find that the program isn't working for you, right? But the first thought a lot of times is we internalize it and we think something is wrong with us, as opposed to thinking that something is wrong with the system, right? So a lot of times we end up beating ourselves up about that, or closing ourselves off, because it's like a sense of shame because this particular, methodology isn't working for you. But the issue isn't you, the issue is the methodology, because the methodology was created by a human, right? And it's based on, it's only going to work for people who are like the human that created it. So even if you don't have the verbiage for this, Cancers, I really feel like that's what you guys have been weighing. So we're talking about December really being a month that you guys are getting back to your truth, and some of you figuring out what that is for the first time. Now, your underlying energy is the 5 of Cups. Yeah, man, it's a sense of loss and disappointment in reference to that. And if I could kind of backstep a little bit to what I was just saying of how we end up internalizing those experiences, where we make it about us, like we think that it's something that we're doing wrong and that's the reason why things aren't working. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like Cancer is going through underneath it all. It's you guys kind of being in that place where it's not understanding why things did not pan out, or why you did everything it was that you needed to do, or what you were supposed to do, or what you were told, to do, and it didn't work. But I have to empower you guys with that, to know that it's not you, it's what it is that you are trying to align with. And the thing you were trying to align with that wasn't working, it's not for you. You know what I mean? So the most important thing with this is to not get trapped in these emotions and these feelings, because I do get the sense here, and this is just me picking up on this intuitively, I get the sense here, there could be some Cancers who are feeling like this grief feeling, but don't think that there's like light at the end of the tunnel, if that's making sense. And I just really want to give you guys encouragement to know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. There most certainly is. It's just like I always say a lot of times in the readings is we have a tendency to make temporary situations permanent, right? And we make temporary situations permanent by us internalizing it and carrying it forward, right? And I feel with you guys, this is kind of where you are right now. Some of you may be feeling like this, but I'm thinking of other adjectives, but I really want to empower you guys to really start to try to look at the lighter side of things and believe wholeheartedly that there is light at the end of this tunnel. Everything that has fallen away, it's fallen away for a reason. You guys are in the is not manifestation of my is not is paradigm. Whenever we're manifesting something new into our lives, the is not, so the polar opposite of what it is that you're calling in has to manifest before the is, or the thing that you're trying to manifest, because the universe likes to fill voids, right? So this feeling that you guys are feeling, this sadness, it's really a void, but it's temporary. It's just there so that it can magnetize in what it is that you're calling in. So don't become this sadness. You guys above energy, look at that, is the Tower. That is my favorite card in the tarot deck. So with the Tower, man, we're talking about the breaking down of a mindset or a stronghold. We're breaking down what's been binding you guys. And that's Scorpio energy, by the way. That's a lot. That's interesting. We got Leo energy heavy, and then we have Taurus energy as well as Scorpio energy. But anywho, we're talking about breaking down mindsets. So this does have a lot to do with a lot of other readings, but I mean, all of these readings are running into each other. But in totality, Cancer, what we're really saying here is this is something that you guys built up. This is something that has distanced you from your truth. So much like I was saying with the Sun card when we were talking about vulnerability, if for some of you this has to do with other people, this could be something, a mindset or a perception or a false belief that's distanced you from people, or made you feel as if you needed to, like you couldn't trust people, you couldn't be open with other people. And then for others of you, this is just a perception on life with how it is that you're approaching things. And it's been a limitation. So the whole reason why the Tower comes, right, is because Spirit is attempting to save us from ourselves, because we're unknowingly building up this tower that's moving us farther and farther and farther away from our truth. And, you know, we fear the Tower a lot of times because people are terrified of losing things, or people are terrified of things falling away. But it isn't until after the fact that we're able to look back and to see how much of a blessing it really was. You know what I mean? So with this, it's a breaking down of a mindset that's going to offer you guys clarity. And it's something that is falling away from you, right? So that you can get more in alignment with your truth moving forward. Because obtaining clarity within the Tower isn't possible, because it's not a good vantage point to be at, if you will. So this is more or less you guys opening up your mind, and the scales being removed from your eyes, or the blinders being removed from your eyes, for you guys to see the true potential and possibility that's available for you all. And moving forward, we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So I feel with this month for you guys, Cancer, going into January in 2021, with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, we're talking about unfinished business here. And I feel a lot of how it is that you guys are perceiving the future. If we were to say that at present in December, you guys may be feeling like you have the short end of the stick, or that, you know, you're at the bottom of the wheel, but that isn't the case. I feel a lot of these grief emotions are projecting a lot of this onto your future. That's the whole reason why I stress that there is light at the end of the tunnel, because in the center of your spread is the 10 of coins. So the whole thing is here, I feel this month is a transformative month. And I mean, I have to say that too. The sun card's at the bottom of your deck. That's the undergirding energy that's influencing all of this. And then with the 10 of coins being at the center, that's almost like the light that's beaming dead in the center of your spread. However, what it is that you're feeling underneath it all, the fact that you're moving away from some things or some people that aren't in alignment with you, you know what I mean? It can have you feeling as if things are falling apart, but I assure you guys that everything is really falling together. This is just a transition. It's just a process, right? You guys are not in a bad situation, even though, you know, I don't think everybody feels like that, but there may be some people who do feel like this is a, you know, like a less than stellar situation to be in. But I assure you, you are not in a bad place. This is just temporary. This is just a process for things to work through. But there's most certainly light at the end of the tunnel with you guys having the sun card here. That's good beyond good. You know what I'm saying? So with this Wheel of Fortune, I just feel the month of December for you guys is on pause because it's needing for you guys to go through this process to be prepared for what you're going into in 2021. So just don't become this temporary situation. You know what I'm saying? So anywho, that has been your reading, Cancer. I'm going over to Vimeo, my website, Patreon, and YouTube members to do you guys extended. So if you're about that life, follow me on over there. But if not, I still love your face, and I will see you guys sooner than later, my friends.